बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। अस्सलाम वालेकुम। आज का सब्जेक्ट है पंजाब सिविल कोड्स ऑर्डिनेंस 1962। इसके टोटल 27 सेक्शन हैं और हर सेक्शन के हर क्लास के अंदर से एमसीक्यूज बनाए गए। और ये जैसे कि आपको पता है कि जो न्यू सिलेबस रिवाइज हुए 2025 में सिविल जज और एडिशनल सेशन जज वालों के लिए, तो उनके सिलेबस में ये सब्जेक्ट मौजूद है और उसमें 25% एमसीक्यूज आएंगे और 75% सब्जेक्टिव होगा। तो वो जो 25% वाला पोर्शन है ना, वो अगर आप अच्छे तरीके से तैयार कर लें तो उसमें आपके ना तो कोई नेगेटिव मार्किंग है, ना स्पेलिंग मिस्टेक, ना राइटिंग का इशू, कोई इशू नहीं होगा। एक आंसर ठीक किया तो 1 नंबर आपका पूरा मिल जाएगा। तो इसी कोशिश के लिए मैंने ये पूरे के पूरे एमसीक्यूज इसके बनाए हैं और उसको मैं एक वीडियो लेक्चर के सूरत में रिकॉर्ड कर रही हूँ, ताकि आपको अगर पढ़ने का टाइम नहीं मिल रहा तो आप वो एक वीडियो चला लें और सुनते रहें। तो सुनने से भी बहुत सारी चीज़ें दिमाग में बैठ जाती हैं और वो आपको पेपर में फिर वो जो है ना आवाज़ें आती हैं। चलें जी, शुरू करते हैं। बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। पहला क्वेश्चन है जी, द शॉर्ट टाइटल ऑफ द लॉ प्रेजेंटेड इन द एक्सेप्ट इज। अब इस मुश्किल वक्त के बजाय ना प्रेजेंट इन दिस एक्ट कर लें, इजी है। आंसर है इसका जी, पंजाब सिविल कोड्स ऑर्डिनेंस 1962। ये ऑर्डिनेंस है और स्टिल अभी तक ऑर्डिनेंस ही है। अगला क्वेश्चन है जी, द जियोग्राफिकल एक्सटेंट ऑफ द पंजाब सिविल कोड्स ऑर्डिनेंस 1962 इज द होल ऑफ पंजाब। क्योंकि ये पंजाब का एक्ट है तो इसलिए पंजाब पर ही एप्लीकेबल होगा। अकॉर्डिंग टू दिस एक्ट, द पंजाब सिविल कोड्स ऑर्डिनेंस 1962 केम इनटू फोर्स ऑन द 8th डे ऑफ जनवरी 1962 और इसकी इन्फोर्समेंट डेट एट वन से, यानी कि ये इसी डेट को 8 जनवरी को बना था और 8 जनवरी से ही इन्फोर्स हुआ है। आगे है जी, द प्राइमरी पर्पस ऑफ द पंजाब सिविल कोड्स ऑर्डिनेंस 1962 as stated in the preamble is to amend and consolidate the law relating to civil courts in the province of the Punjab. Next है जी, the authority under which the governor of West Pakistan promulgated this ordinance was the presidential proclamation of the 7th day of October 1958 and previous instructions of the president. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन है जी, अकॉर्डिंग टू दिस क्वेश्चन गवर्नमेंट रेफर्स टू द गवर्नमेंट ऑफ पंजाब। आगे है, हाई कोर्ट एज डिफाइंड इन दिस ऑर्डिनेंस मींस द लाहौर हाई कोर्ट। नेक्स्ट है जी, विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग बेस्ट डिस्क्राइब द डेफिनेशन ऑफ लैंड अकॉर्डिंग टू दिस ऑर्डिनेंस। आंसर है इसका, लैंड नॉट ऑक्यूपाइड एज द साइट ऑफ एनी बिल्डिंग इन अ टाउन और विलेज एंड यूज्ड फॉर एग्रीकल्चर और रिलेटेड पर्पसेस। Again, a land suit under this ordinance is a suit relating to land or any right or interest in land. Next question is the term prescribed in this ordinance means prescribed, defined by rules made under this ordinance. Next is a small cause is defined by reference to which of the following: the code small claims and minor offences courts ordinance 2002 of 26 of 2002. Next is what distinguishes an unclassed suit from other types of suit. So it is neither a small cause nor a land suit. Next question is the value of a suit as used in this ordinance refers to the amount of value of the subject matter of the suit. Again, according to section 3 of this ordinance, which of the following is not explicitly listed as a class of civil court? Answer is the High Court. आगे है, besides the courts of the district judge, additional district judge and civil judge, what other type of court is mentioned in section 3? Answer is court established under the small claims and minor offences courts ordinance 2002 26 of 2002. Next, for the purposes of this ordinance, the division of the province into civil districts is the responsibility of the government. Next है, how are the limits of civil districts and their headquarters determined according to section 4 by a notification issued by the government. अगला क्वेश्चन है जी, according to section 5 who has the authority to appoint district judges? Government in consultation with the High Court. Next question है जी, what is the usual posting arrangement for a district judge according to section 5? Answer है इसका, a district judge is posted to each district. Next is according to the proviso in section 5, can a single person be appointed as the district judge? Answer है जी, yes, if the same person may be appointed as the district judge of 2 or more districts. Next question, who has the authority to appoint additional district judges according to section 6 subclass 1? Answer is the government in consultation with the High Court. Next question is जी, what functions can an additional district judge perform according to section 6 subclass 2? Answer is such functions of a district judge as the district judge may assign. अगला क्वेश्चन है जी, when an additional district judge discharge the functions assigned to them by the district judge, what power do they possess according to section 6 subclass 2? Answer है इसका the same powers as the district judge. अगला क्वेश्चन है जी, अकॉर्डिंग टू सेक्शन 7 व्हाट इज द लिमिट ऑन द ओरिजिनल सिविल jurisdiction of the district judge regarding the value of suit unless otherwise provided. There is no limit as regards the value. आगे है जी, according to section 8 which of the following actions can the government take in consultation with the high court agreeing civil judge? Answer है इसका fix the number of civil judge to be appointed. Next question है जी, under section 8 subclass B who is responsible for making rules prescribing the qualifications for the recruitment of civil judge? Answer है the government in consultation with the high court. Next है जी, according to section 9 how is the pecuniary jurisdiction based on the value of the suit of a civil judge determined? Answer है इसका it is determined by the high court either by classifying civil judges or otherwise. Next, according to section 10 subclass 1 who has the authority to define the local limits of the jurisdiction of a civil judge? Answer है the high court. Next, according to section 10 subclass 2 in the absence of any specific direction what are considered to be the local limits of a civil judge jurisdiction when they are posted to a district? Answer है the limit of the specific town or city where they are posted. Next question है जी, according to section 12 subclass 1 notwithstanding the succession act 1925 which authority can authorize a civil judge to take cognizance of certain proceedings under that act? Answer है the high court by general or special order. Next है जी, as per section 12 subclass 1 a district judge can transfer proceedings under the succession act 1925. Answer है civil judge under his control. Section according to section 12 subclass 2 what power does a district judge have regarding proceeding under the succession act 1925 that were either taken cognizance of by or transferred to a civil judge? Answer है इसका the district judge can direct the civil judge on how to proceed with the case. Next question है जी, what is the limitation on a district judge's power to withdraw proceeding under the succession act 1925 according to the proviso in section 12 subclass 2? Answer is that the district judge cannot withdraw proceedings that were specifically transferred from his own court to a civil judge by the high court. Next is according to section 12 subclass 3 how should a civil judge dispose of proceedings under the succession act 1925 that were either taken cognizance of by or transferred to them under this section? Answer है इसका subject to the rules applicable to like proceedings when disposed of by the district judge. Next है जी, sorry ये नहीं है, ये है next question. According to section 13 subclass 1 which authority has the power to fix the place or places where a court under this ordinance is to be held? The government. Next question is as per section 13 subclass 2 can the place fixed for holding a court be outside the local limits of its jurisdiction? Yes, the place or places so fixed by the may be beyond the local limits of the jurisdiction of the court. Next question is according to section 13 subclass 3 where can a court under this ordinance generally be held unless otherwise provided? At any place within the local limits of its jurisdiction. According to section 14 subclass 1 all the civil courts in the areas to which this ordinance extends are subordinate to the district judge of their respective districts. Next question is subject to the general superintendence and control of the high court who has control over all civil courts within the local limits of the jurisdiction according to section 14 subclass 1. Answer is the district judge. Question अगला है जी, according to section 14 subclass 2 who is responsible for the posting of civil judges? Answer है इसका the government in consultation with the high court. अगला question है जी, notwithstanding anything in the code of civil procedure 1908 who may direct the distribution of civil businesses among the courts under their control according to section 15? Answer है इसका every district judge. Next question is what is the limitation on the power of a district judge to distribute business according to the proviso in section 15? Answer है इसका no direction can empower a court to exercise powers or deal with business beyond its jurisdiction. Next is according to section 16 under what condition can a district judge delegate their powers under section 14 and 15 of this ordinance to a civil judge? Answer है इसका with the previous sanction of the high court. Next, besides the power under section 14 and 15 of this ordinance, what other powers of the district court can a district judge delegate to a civil judge under section 16? Answer is the power under section 24 of the Code of Civil Procedure 1908, general power to transfer and withdrawal of suits. Next, when a civil judge exercise the powers delegated to them under section 16, they are subject to the general control of the district judge. आगे है जी क्वेश्चन नंबर 46. According to section 17 subclass 1, unless otherwise specified by law, an appeal from a decree or order of a district judge exercising original jurisdiction lies to the high court. आगे है जी according to section 17 subclass 1, unless otherwise specified by law, an appeal from a decree or order of an additional district judge exercising original jurisdiction lies to the high court. Next, according to section 17 subclass 2, an appeal does not lie to the high court from a decree or order of an additional district judge if the same decree or order made by the district judge would also not be appealable to the high court. Next question is according to section 18 subclass 1 subclass A, an appeal from a decree or order of a civil judge lies to the court if the value of the original suit exceed 50 million rupees. Next, according to section 18 subclass 1 subclass B, in cases where the value of the original suit does not exceed 50 million rupees, an appeal from a decree or order of a civil judge lies to the district judge. Next, according to section 18 subclass 2, if the function of receiving appeals that lie to the district judge has been assigned to an additional district judge, where can such appeals before be preferred? Answer is to the additional district judge. Next, according to section 18 subclass 3, the high court can direct that appeals lying to the district judge from a decrees or orders of the civil judge can be referred to such other civil judge as may be mentioned in the notification. Next, if the high court issues a notification under section 18 subclass 3 directing appeals to be preferred to another civil judge for the purposes of those specific appeals, the court of that civil judge is deemed to be a district court. Next, according to section 19, if a government officer invested with powers under this ordinance is transferred to an equal or higher office of the same nature within a local area, they will generally continue to exercise the same powers in the local area. Again, under what circumstances might a transferred officer not continue to exercise their previous powers in the new local area according to section 19? Answer if the high court directs otherwise. Next, according to section 20, the high court in consultation with the authority may make rules regarding petition writers in courts. Answer is the Board of Revenue, Punjab. Next, according to section 20 subclass A, the rules made regarding petition writers may include provisions declaring what persons shall be permitted to act as petition writers in courts. Next question is according to section 20 subclass B, the rules regarding petition writers may regulate the issue of license to petition writers, their conduct of business, and the scale of fees they can charge. Next, according to section 20 subclass C, the rules regarding petition writers may determine the educational qualifications required to become a petition writer. अगला क्वेश्चन है जी, according to section 21, in the event of the death of a district judge, who will assume charge of the district? Answer is the additional district judge, if any, or in their absence, the senior most civil judge at the headquarters. Next, while in charge of the district due to death or incapacitation of the district judge, the additional district judge or senior most civil judge, according to section 21, will perform the duties of the district judge with respect to filing of suits and appeals, receiving pleadings, execution of process, and the like. Next, what will be the designation of the additional district judge or senior most civil judge while they are in charge of the district under the circumstances? Answer, acting district judge. Next question is, according to section 21, how long will the additional district judge or senior most civil judge remain in charge of the district? Answer, until the office of the district judge has been resumed or assumed by a duly appointed officer. According to section 22, if a district judge leaves the headquarters on duty within their jurisdiction, they may delegate certain emergent duties to additional district judge or in their absence the senior most civil judge at the headquarters. Next, what type of duties can a district judge delegate under the circumstances described in section 22 आंसर है any of the duties enumerated in section 21 that may be emergent. Next question है जी what will be the designation of the officer who is delegated the emergent duties under section 22. आंसर है इसका additional district judge or civil judge as the case may be in charge of the district. Next है जी according to section 23 in the event of the death, suspension or temporary absence of a civil judge who has the authority to empower another civil judge to perform their duties. Answer है the district judge. अगला क्वेश्चन है जी अकॉर्डिंग टू सेक्शन 23 a civil judge empowered to perform the duties of a vacated civil court can do so either at the place of the vacated court or at their own court. And what is the requirement when one civil judge is empowered to perform the duties of another under section 23? Answer is the registers and records of the two courts must be kept separately. Next question is according to section 24 subclass 1 which type of civil court is barred from receiving, entertaining or registering any suit where the state of a public officer in their official capacity is a party. Answer है any civil court not having unlimited original jurisdiction regarding value and any court of small causes. Next question is the definition of public officer mentioned in section 24 subclass 1 refer to the definition of provided in which law. Answer clause 17 of section 2 of the Code of Civil Procedure 1908. Next, according to section 24 subclass 2, if a plaintiff initiates a suit against the state or a public officer in their official capacity in a court lacking unlimited jurisdiction, what will happen? Answer the plaintiff will be referred to the court of the civil judge having unlimited original jurisdiction regarding value. Again, according to section 24 subclass 2, where must a suit against the state or a public officer in their official capacity be instituted? Answer only in the court of civil judge having jurisdiction in original suits without limit as regards value. Next question is according to section 24 subclass 2, where will a suit against the state or a public officer in their official capacity be heard? Answer at the headquarters of the district. Next is according to the proviso in section 24 that restrictions of this section do not apply to suit relating to the affairs of the government railway. Next is according to the proviso in section 24 a suit is not subject to the restriction of this section merely because a public officer is party in their capacity as a member of local authority. Again, according to the provision section 24, the restriction of this section do not apply to a suit merely because a public officer is a party in their capacity as a curator, guardian, manager, or representative of private person or state due to the powers exercised under Order 32 Rule 4 subclass 4 of the Code of Civil Procedure 1908 guardian for minor dependent. Next is G. According to the provision in section 24, the restriction of this section do not apply to a suit merely because a public officer is a party in their capacity as a curator, guardian, manager, or representative of a private person or state due to powers exercised under section 195 of the Succession Act 1925, power of administration, pendant light. Next question है जी. According to section 25 subclass 1, who is responsible for preparing a list of days to be observed as holidays in the civil courts each year? High Court subject to general orders by the government. Next, according to section 25 subclass 1, the preparation of the list of holidays by the High Court is subject to such general order as may be made by the government. अगला क्वेश्चन है जी अकॉर्डिंग टू सेक्शन 25 सब क्लास 2 वेयर विल द लिस्ट ऑफ हॉलीडेज फॉर अ सिविल कोर्ट बी पब्लिश्ड? आंसर है इन द ऑफिशियल गजट. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन है जी अकॉर्डिंग टू सेक्शन 26 व्हाट शेप इज द ऑफिशियल सील ऑफ एवरी सिविल कोर्ट? आंसर है सर्कुलर. नेक्स्ट है जी अकॉर्डिंग टू सेक्शन 26 व्हाट इज द डायमीटर ऑफ द ऑफिशियल सील ऑफ सिविल कोर्ट? 2 inches. According to section 26 what languages must the title of the court be inscribed in around the circumference of the seal? English and Urdu script. According to section 26, what is the central device and impression of the official seal of the civil court? A crescent moon with horns pointing upwards surmounted by a star. Next, according to section 26, who is responsible for the custody of the official seal of the court? The presiding officer of the court. अगला है जी according to section 27(1) Subclass 1, which authority has the power to frame rules for carrying into effect the provision of this ordinance? The High Court with the approval of the government. Next is according to section 27 subclass 1, what is the prerequisite for the High Court? The approval of the government. अगला क्वेश्चन है जी अकॉर्डिंग टू सेक्शन 27 सब क्लास 2 सब क्लास ए हाई कोर्ट में फ्रेम रूल्स रिगार्डिंग द सुपरविजन ऑफ सिविल कोर्ट्स एंड देयर विजिटेशन एंड इंस्पेक्शन. Next is according to section 27 subclass 2 subclass B, the High Court may frame rules regarding the exercise by the district judges of the general control vested in them over the civil courts in their respective districts. Next is according to section 27 subclass 2 subclass C, the High Court may frame rules regarding the process of serving summons and other notices. D है इसका आंसर राइट. अच्छा जी उसके बाद है आगे क्यों नहीं लगा हुआ. अच्छा चलो पढ़ते हैं. क्वेश्चन है अकॉर्डिंग टू सेक्शन 27 subclass 2 subclass D, the High Court may frame rules regarding salaries and allowances of the staff, the fees to be charged for processes issued by the civil courts or by any officer of such court, the criteria for granting adjournments of civil, the rules of evidence applicable in the civil. B है इसका right answer. Fees to be charged for processes issued by the civil courts. अच्छा जी नेक्स्ट है अकॉर्डिंग टू सेक्शन 27 सब क्लास 2 सब क्लास ई द हाई कोर्ट में फ्रेम रूल्स रिगार्डिंग द fees payable in the suit or proceeding in any civil court by any party in respect of the fees of the pleader of any other. Next है जी according to section 27 subclass 2 subclass F, the High Court may frame rules regarding the manner in which the proceeding of the civil court shall be kept and recorded, the manner in which the paper of books for the hearing of appeal shall be prepared and granted of copies. एक सेकेंड मेरा ख्याल है इसका आंसर ये फीस वाला ये है और उससे पहले वाले रूल्स में है सैलरीज एंड अलाउंसेस ऑफ अ कोर्ट ऑफ स्टाफ. आप कमेंट सेक्शन में इसको कंफर्म कीजिएगा मैं भी कंफर्म करके दोबारा बता दूंगी. ठीक है नेक्स्ट आखिरी क्वेश्चन है ये बैनर वाला हो गया बल्कि यही है शायद लास्ट. हाँ जी आगे इसकी आंसर कीज है तो आंसर कीज तो ऑलरेडी मैं डिस्कस कर चुकी हूँ सारे हर क्वेश्चन की. तो ये सिविल कोर्ट्स ऑर्डिनेंस 1962 यहाँ पर कंप्लीट हुआ. बाकी फिर मिलते हैं किसी और सब्जेक्ट के कंप्लीट एमसीक्यूज के साथ. तो मैं जो सिलेबस के मुताबिक जितने भी एक्ट्स हैं उन सब में से कुछ की ऑलरेडी वीडियो रिकॉर्ड कर चुकी हूँ और कुछ के ऊपर मैं अभी वर्किंग कर रही हूँ मतलब एमसीक्यूज को अभी कंप्लीशन के प्रोसेस में है. तो जैसे वो कंप्लीट हो जाएंगे तो इंशाल्लाह वो भी आपको मिल जाएंगे. थैंक यू सो मच फॉर लिसनिंग. अल्लाह हाफिज़.